Okay, let me send the things I have to send. Wait, is this one hidden properly? Okay, good. Okay. This is live. This is live. Alright, we're looking good. I have my fan going. I hope it doesn't fuck with the audio too much, but... oh well. Where's my fucking content alert channel? Oh, it's all the way up here. Okay. Alright, and then we'll ping. Ping. Alright, there's the link. It's right there. Click it. Why does Discord change how the embed for my Twitch link is every day? Alright, whatever. Okay. Whatever you want, Twitch. Okay. Welcome, Shadow. Anne is supposed to show up soon with the quizzes for me to take. Until then, we can hang out. That does remind me that we're taking isekai anime quizzes. I do in fact have a Sword Art Online game for the PS4 that I've had ever since I've owned the PS4 that I have never played yet at all. I do have that. It is a potential thing that may or may not happen tonight. You never know. Oh, actually, let me go get it. Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. That's what I have for the PS4. Now I'm concerned about my copy of this game though. Oh, I'm gonna turn on my oh shit, where's my lighting? There you go. Now I look nicer. You can see my whole fucking face now, alright? Also my camera's in a slightly different position. I actually finally put it back behind my monitor and raised it up a bit, but I might have to fuck with how it's angled or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that, but Now, I am a little concerned about my copy of this game, though, which I've never played ever since I got the PS4, but I got it when I also bought a couple starter games for the PS4. The concern being the back has French on it. Not all of it is French, but I am a bit concerned at there being a decent amount of French on the back. So yeah, I don't quite know what happened there, but it says it's got regions all on it. Like, you can see a little thing on it, says it, but it also has French text on it, so I'm not entirely sure. Welcome, Ann. I don't know if you were listening to what I just said in the stream, but
I saw you had a PlayStation game, and then my brother came in to ask me something. Is my mic okay?
Your mic is good. I might turn you up on my end a bit, but you're good overall.
Okay.
Speak.
Cool. Speak.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn off my music. There we go.
I also probably will apologize in advance because I have volume control issues. So I'm speaking at a normal volume now, but if you say something really funny, I'm gonna get loud.
Good. I hear just like with those comedy sitcoms, why did I just say comedy twice? You know those sitcoms, those shows people watch. Apparently, having that canned audience fucking laughter makes people think things are funnier than they are. I used to watch Big Bang Theory, so I know what that's like. So, I mean,
Damn, I kind of liked Big Bang Theory. I only
I
watched it for a couple seasons though. So.
I kind of liked it too until I started realizing I didn't like the jokes anymore.
Okay, I have to make sure that this quiz is actually like published and set.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure some things on my stream are good. I think this is good.
Okay.
I did find out what that ghost notification sound was at the end of the stream the other night. That was apparently because when I used to do streaming on YouTube, I did have YouTube notifications happen with the same sounds I use on Twitch. But I thought when I turned them off and didn't see a bar for its audio, that meant I wouldn't hear audio for it. That's not true. It was still playing audio if I got notifications. So that was literally somebody subscribing to me on YouTube, which I was like, well, that's not helpful. So I muted that.
Oof.
It is interesting that I can use that to like track exactly when people subscribe to me on YouTube, because I used to get emails every time I got a subscriber, which was nice because I could like track when I got a new person and check out their stuff too. And then YouTube stopped doing that for some reason and then never told me that they were going to stop doing it. So that just hasn't happened anymore for me.
Okay, I would have had more, but I did take a nap in the middle of the day. So
we're piling on the excuses already. Is that what this is?
I am. I have 3 excuses actually. Exactly.
By the way, it was her idea to do this today. By the way, at first, so.
I thought you would get back to me sooner. Anyway, my 3 excuses are: number 1, I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
When aren't you?
So, number 2, I did take a nap from about 12 to 2.
Okay.
And number 3, I have an OC design event going on in my Project Illyrial server that I hadn't done my designs for. So I was finally sitting down and doing those for a bit.
Damn. Did you make progress?
I did. I mean, I can send the link for the one that I posted to Twitter, but
why are my frames dropping? I'm not doing anything. I should not be dropping frames. Bro, what is going on?
Wattpad? Why am I getting Wattpad notifications?
How am I dropping any frames right now? Twitch, you useless piece of shit.
It's something on your connections end, because you're messing up on the Discord call too.
What? Ah! God damn. What's wrong with my internet? Oh well. Well, now
that's on my internet.
Well, now I want to wait for my internet to calm the fuck down before we get started with this shit. I don't want to be lagging all over the place in the middle of it. But I also don't think I have to restart my router or anything to get this working, so just wait a little bit, make sure my frames don't start dropping again. Okay, so I have in these DMs 1, 2, 3 quizzes.
Yeah.
And a Twitter link? Oh, this is the design
thing?
That's just okay.
Yeah.
I see.
That's the one that I finished today, and I started the second one, and then I didn't finish it.
Do you want me to show it on stream, or would you rather I not show it?
Cool.
Okay. That's what I was mainly checking for. I was like, is this asking if I could put it on stream, or is this you showing me but you don't want it on stream? I'm just trying to check with this shit, okay?
You can send it to
I'm a professional streamer, I'll have you know, okay? I verify before I show DMs, alright? The ritualist design for, how do you pronounce this? Illyrial Design 22 is finished. I tried to avoid leaning too heavily into the occult and ended up with a pretty cool dark elf fire mage. I think they should have more potions though. Okay. They do in fact have, is this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little potions that are dangling on their like waist or something, or?
They have 3 actually. 2 of them are rune charms.
Oh, I see. All right, being able to not identify the difference between a potion and a rune charm, I don't know if this will help at all with this personality quiz, okay? But we'll see.
It will not.
Okay.
I will say that one of them is "Would you survive getting isekai?" And you're not setting up a great case for yourself right now.
I listen. Okay, listen. I was asked, like, you were asking clarifying questions about, like, what do you call Cloud's sword? Is it a buster sword, a broadsword, or whatever? Honestly wouldn't have known any kind of answer to that unless I started Googling there, so. Well,
Yeah, that's the thing is like I also went to look it up, but if you look up broadsword, you're just gonna get like
not
I,
things that
I
don't
hate
look like that.
yeah, like European, army swords. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm going for. But on the other hand, broadsword was the only thing I could think of without calling it a buster sword.
Yeah, one Wikipedia thing I saw described Cloud's buster sword as a broadsword that's, like, very large with, like, a single edge that's sharp or something like that.
Okay.
But, like, it also seemed like it's not exactly the same. So I don't know. I don't know. I know barely anything about swords and weaponry in general. Okay, so
I want to know more. That's why I have them on my wall.
about swords.
Yeah, I got swords on my wall. I think I've talked about them before. Maybe I haven't shown them, but I've got
You probably talked
these
about them.
two. I've got these two short swords that basically you can sheathe them together, so they only make about like a 5 foot, not even 5 feet, 2 foot, 2 foot pole when you have the handles together, and then you can pull them apart, and you've got two short swords.
Damn, power pole. All right.
I am powerful. And then I also have a kunai, but because my cat likes to play with things, I don't have that hanging on my wall because I don't want her knocking it onto my face in the middle of the night.
I mean, that's reasonable. Let me close my thing. Yeah, close the shower curtain here because we're taking a shower, right? That's what. I took a shower earlier, so that doesn't. I guess I'm gonna shower
I'm so
twice.
sad. I left my welcome to food critics with Anne or whatever. I have this sweetened dried pineapple, but I accidentally left the bag open, so now it's all stale and not like nice and squishy. Have you ever had dried pineapple before?
I don't remember if I've ever had pineapple in general.
Really?
I don't think so.
Bruh.
I'm very scared to try most foods, especially when it
Oh.
comes to fruits, because I usually will end up hating the fruit. So.
Okay.
Most of the time, I don't like the fruits themselves because of the texture bullshit. The only one I like is bananas. Everything else I like if it's like a juice or like in something in some way, but the actual fruit itself I don't like.
That
'Cause
is
of the
actually
texture.
hilarious because we were doing a thing at work yesterday where we were introducing some students to this concept. It was like a this thing called makey makey where basically you can teach them how circuits work by using random conductor objects as a keyboard emulator. And so my manager had brought in bananas for it. And she was like, yeah, I now have this whole bushel of bananas that I'm not going to eat because I don't like bananas. And I was the only one in the room that said that I will eat bananas. Everybody else said they don't like bananas.
What's wrong with bananas? Bananas are the only fruit I'll eat, pretty much.
I don't know, but I also have a friend who bars from bananas. So like you and I are the odd ones out here, I guess.
I guess so. Fuck me. Like, goddamn. Okay, make another slight adjustment here with the chat. Shadow said I used Makey Makey for my game dev project. Well, there you go.
It's pretty cool. I had actually never heard about it until yesterday. But it was super neat. And we basic. I mean, over the summer you have all of these like college prep programs going on. Since I work at a college. So a lot of what we're doing is we're just introducing like high school students to a lot of concepts that we work on at the makerspace. So one of the things that I had set up yesterday as well was, oh my gosh, I had managed to use OBS, the in-app chroma key function to be able to get a like live green screen backdrop thing going on. So I was able to bring students in and put them in front of our green screen in the studio and actively change the backdrop behind them and they could see the change in real time.
Whoa.
But the camera that we have living in that studio for all of our video recording is an XF300. It is literally so old that the software for it could not do what I wanted it to. You can only retrieve pre-recorded footage. You cannot see what the camera is seeing with the XF300 software. I had to hook up another camera to the computer, use the camera software, use window capture in OBS to capture the camera software, and then do the changes in OBS.
What? Why? What?
Because OBS would not perceive the external Canon camera that
Uh-huh.
I hooked up as a separate camera. So I had to use the like the software manager for the camera for the computer to be able to read the camera and get the camera that what the camera was seeing. And then I had to use the window capture in OBS to capture the application screen display of what the camera was seeing because it didn't see the camera as like another web camera option. It just wasn't there.
I see.
It was nuts. It took me like a week to figure it out.
That sounds super annoying. I
It was
like
very annoying.
that reminds me of the beginning issues I used to have with my Elgato video capture card, or for when I hook up my PlayStation or Switch to be able to stream that or whatever. Like I have uh on scenes that I use that on, I have it so that OBS can directly get the feed from that. But at first I don't think it was working. So I had to like keep opening up the software that I normally access to be able to view the stuff on my end. And then I had to just also try to run it, but like in OBS, but it didn't show video on OBS and only played audio. So I had to like have one do only video, one do only audio, and one was actually only just my screen capture as opposed to just getting it directly from the capture card. It was really weird, and I had to
Exactly,
take a while to figure it out.
exactly. And then, like, on top of all of that, I can't do it on my personal laptop because OBS doesn't work on Mac operating systems very well. So I had to use my manager's old work laptop, which is now getting scrapped and sent to a different department. So I have to wait to get a new laptop before I can reset up the software program to be able to have it as something that, like, oh yeah, we're doing an event, just throw this up in the studio. Like, I can do it. I just need to have a computer that I can do it with, and I don't currently have that.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
I would be great on a talk show.
I'm mostly just trying to wait to make sure my frames aren't dropping, and so far it looks like we're good. It looks like we haven't dropped frames in a while. I think we're good.
Knock on wood.
Was it actually wood you knocked on, or?
I mean, it looks like wood. It's my desktop, my desk table. So
I know so many people who will say knock on wood and then knock on something that's very clearly not wood, like metal.
oh, I
shit.
know
I'm
this
like,
is
well,
wood.
well, that doesn't help
There we
if
go. Honestly, I don't know if my tabletop is wood. I think it is, or it's like chipboard or something.
Well,
I'm
do you
pretty sure it's
typically
made out of
get
wood.
fucked over when you say knock on wood and then knock on it, or?
No.
All right, well, it sounds like it might be wood. I don't know.
Hey.
Could be. I just have electric plugs for my controller and use screws. Okay.
Yeah, so basically my manager brought in it was Play-Doh, mini potatoes, and bananas. And we took the makey conductor stuff and hooked it up to it. And it acted as the keyboard. Instead of actually using the keyboard. She also contemplated taking away the keyboards, but I don't think they decided to do that.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have much to say about that kind of discussion. That's not the kind of stuff I do at all, so I can't really relate. But
Mm.
but I feel you. I feel you.
Your stream's loading for me.
Is it? Well, it's not on my end. Oh, actually, it might be a little bit now. Looks like I'm dropping frames again. How is this possible? How?
You seem good again now, but
Yeah, it looks like it's not dropping frames anymore. OBS, explain.
I don't know. I could talk about work for hours. I love my work.
Oh boy.
I'm in a very fortunate position where work is actually not one of the things that negatively affects my mental health. Ah. So
Oh, damn. Okay, I think. All right, you know what? We still haven't dropped frames. We haven't dropped a decent amount of frames in a while. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready to go. I think we're as ready as we can be. All right. Also, I also think your table might not be wood because you said knock on wood and then it dropped like soon
Hey,
after. So.
and then I knocked on my bookshelf, which definitely is wood.
Well, now
So
it's not wood
I
anymore.
undid it.
So, oh, you undid it. Is that how that
I
works?
undid
If
it.
you knock on
Yeah.
if you knock on wood twice, it undoes it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously if you break one mirror and then fix it, like unbreak it.
Oh, I see. Sure. I totally understand what you're talking about.
No, yeah, if you break one mirror but you work in a mirror factory so you're making mirrors all the time, you just undo the bad luck from that broken mirror
Oh,
because you're
okay.
making mirrors.
Okay. All right. I understand. Naruhodo. Okay. All right. Let's get started with this shit. Let me turn on my thing. Close this. Switch to
Give
this scene.
Wolfborg feedback.
Give me feedback on what?
I don't know. Yeah, on your stream. It's a function that I have next to the little heart follow button.
Well, you better make sure to give me some positive feedback. I don't think I've ever received any kind of feedback message ever on this entire platform. I don't know if that's a new thing or what, but...
Show this channel some love. Let the creator know what you love most about their channel. And we'll share it with them anonymously. Well, it won't be anonymous anymore.
You ruined that.
I ruined that.
It's fine. Just submit multiple of them and then pretend to be different people in them. I won't know which one is really you. I'll think one of them is,
so
but I won't know.
The 5 options that I have is of things that like I can check to say that I like it is skill, dedication, humor, responsiveness, and relatability.
All of them. I'm all of them. I'm the whole package. That's me.
Chap, you stopped streaming for like several months there. I don't think I can give you dedication.
When's the last time you streamed? I don't want to hear it.
I don't have Twitch partnership, so what's the point?
I don't either. What does that mean?
Yes, you do.
Affiliate means nothing.
Okay, you have the subscribe shop and I don't. It means that you can do the custom channel point stuff. I can't do that.
So what? That's not a make or break thing. I ignore most of that stuff even exists.
For me, it is a make or break
what
thing.
The fuck?
I love that shit. I want to be able to add the sound alerts.
Well, how do you think you get that though? You get that by streaming. You have to actually stream to get that feature. You can
Listen, I don't have time. Okay, so feedback.
All right, can I start this, or do I gotta wait for you to submit feedback? Or
I already submitted feedback.
Okay, amazing. I don't know if I'll ever get a notification about receiving that feedback. I don't know if I've gotten feedback before. I'll have to figure it out later. Wolfborg is relatable? Yes, I'm very relatable. Highly relatable. Everybody relates to me, especially all of my YouTube comments that always agree with me, and they never say the most dumbest shit I've ever read in my entire life, okay? All of them. Every last one of them, okay? Especially people I see on Twitter. All of them agree with me. No, there's no bad things, ever.
There's that one guy. What one guy? Where you guys realized you were talking about different videos. He was good.
Oh, that guy was chill. See, we related a lot in the end, okay? Because I'm very relatable. That's how that works. That's how it goes. All right. But right now, I need to see not about my relatability, but my survivability, all right? Would you survive getting isekai'd? Oh, ho, ho. So you made all of these quizzes that I'm about to do, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you survive getting isekai'd? Quiz intro. You've died in your life here on Earth, and you've been given the chance to be reincarnated elsewhere. Would you fare better there? Enter your name. Kirito420. All right. Start quiz. Okay. Do you know what an isekai is? I don't think any of us know what an isekai is. If you watched my video, okay, about this, nobody knows what an isekai is. Nobody can define it properly. It's just not possible. But let's see our options. Obviously,
this feels like
kind of. There we go. Kind of. The definition is a bit vague. Somebody watched my video, okay? Hey. Not really. I don't even watch anime. I mean, clearly I don't watch anime. What the fuck? Okay. Kind of. The definition is a bit vague. Do you think you're smart? I mean, obviously. Duh. The fuck?
Duh.
I'm the smartest person every room I'm in. That's the perfect answer. I did well in school. Okay. I dropped out, never got a GED, diploma, etc. I'm self-employed, went to a trade school. I mean, Wait, I feel like this last option is implying you either are self-employed or I went to a trade school for high school, but I, wait,
So that one was
wait,
mostly
I'm offended now.
that one was mostly like the fact that a lot of my friends are going to college, but they're going to trade school and not like traditional university,
Uh-huh.
or you're like running a small business, or you do like development full time. Like I think John, like, no, he has an actual job.
I'm just confused on where it lies on the scale of being smart or not.
Don't worry about that.
Listen, if you're implying a lot of trade school kids are fucking dumb, you wouldn't be wrong. I went to a trade school. A lot of those fuckers are really fucking dumb. But
Well, if you said it, I didn't.
hey, listen. I I was like student of the year there, okay? It didn't take too much to get there either, all right?
It's
If
just,
you if
a
you showed
different
up for
application
class,
of your knowledge.
if you showed up for class, you were already like leagues ahead of most of the other students. And if you weren't high or drunk or something during it, then you were even better. So
What kind of trade school were you going to?
I went to just a general trade school, like as a vocational like trade
Because
school.
my friend's going to like music trade school.
Oh, so mine was just like a big trade school of like a whole bunch of different kind of like shops. So like I was in the computer repair shop,
Okay.
but there's also shops like carpentry, drafting and design, childcare, medical stuff or whatever. Like mine was like a big school full of a whole bunch of different trade schools. It wasn't just like one focused thing like music or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah. But because like we would do like 1 week of classes and 1 week of shop, and with that kind of
Yeah.
dynamic, like a lot of the times those kind of schools aren't really focused on, obviously they would like to have their students go off and go out to college or something like that, but a lot of them are more just trying to train students enough to go into the field immediately or to start their own
Right.
business. That's pretty
Give
much
them
like
that
the
work
goal of a lot of
experience.
them. Yeah. So all right, but obviously I'm the smartest person in every room I'm in, obviously. I mean, there's no doubt about that, right? I mean,
I think that ends up reflecting poorly on your score.
what what do you mean? That's my isekai like overpowered ability. That's like most of them, right? Come on, don't worry about it. What are your friendships like? I don't have many friends, but I have a few close ones. I get along with everyone I meet. I'm a loner. Not everyone likes me, but that's okay. I struggle to form connections. Well, we're getting deep with this. But I'm assuming having friends will have me survive, okay? I know the right answer to survive, but what would I actually answer? I have a few close friends. I wouldn't say I don't have many friends. I would say I don't have many close friends. But this is as close as I'd probably get to answering this. So I'll say that one. What about your familial relationships? I grew up playing Minecraft while my parents fought downstairs. were you about to tell me to forget this one?
No.
My parents are still together / both still alive or died a happy couple. Jesus, what?
I think that I was leaning
one or
more
both of my
like
parents passed before I became an adult. What? I've got no contact with my parents. Are we getting to the like deep diving my psychology to see if I'm going to survive? Like, tell me
I
about
think
your
that this is
relationship with your
like
mother growing up. That'll determine if you survive.
like, how all Disney parents die? Like, in order to be a protagonist, you have to have some tragic thing happen to your parents.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that.
Okay. All right. I understand. But it sounded like you didn't intend for this question to be here.
I it was just like this smack, like if it had started with something, one of the other answers, it would have been like less funny, but the fact that the first answer is that I grew up playing Minecraft while my parents fought downstairs
I mean, it's
was
accurate.
so funny.
It's that not Minecraft specifically, but gaming.
And what have I done to make this quiz? Well, my dad died. He's in an urn next to the TV. Actually, he's not next to the TV anymore.
I'm just really curious. What does that say about your survivability in an isekai? Is that good, bad?
Well, if you want to get into the psychology of it, technically being a child who did not have those, familial connections or parents that really looked after you would increase your ability to be able to form connections that are necessary, probably
Oh, that makes
lie,
sense.
and
Yeah.
generally increase your chances of survival in a situation like that because you've learned how to be independent.
Okay, that makes sense. I approve. Okay, it's a bit morbid, but I approve. We're morbid here. All right. Status with siblings. I was an only child. I felt burdened by the needs of my other siblings. I never got along with my siblings. My siblings and I had a well-rounded relationship growing up. I love my siblings, but it seemed like they didn't always like me. I feel like me and my brother had a well-grounded relationship growing up. I mean, we fought sometimes, and I won, but yeah, I mean,
Now the real question is, would he say the same thing or would he say otherwise?
I feel like you could say the same now about it being well-rounded, but probably back then that was probably a dick to him. But it was different times, okay? I feel like we had a very well-rounded relationship in general growing up, okay? That's what I'm sticking to. It might be bullshit from my perspective, but we'll see.
Get him on a phone. Call him up.
What would you say your financial responsibility / stability is? I'm fiscally responsible, but because of the economy, still have to be careful in what I buy each week. I've never had to be cautious about how much I spend. I'm aware of the value of money, but it tends to burn a hole in my pocket. I'm not sure / too young to answer this question. I'm probably a little too paranoid when it comes to how much I spend. Are we talking about now or throughout my life in general? Because like if I'm answering now, I'm not really too cautious about how much I spend right now because I typically make more than I have to actually spend.
If you died and got isekai'd at this exact moment, and this was the test that God is giving you before he puts you into your new isekai life, what would your answer be?
Wow, no pressure there. Well, I'm not too young, unfortunately. I'm aware of the value of money, but it tends to burn a hole in my pocket. That's probably accurate. We'll go with that one. I don't blame the economy, okay? Not myself. But. What do you do for work now? Physically intensive work, construction, fitness, trainer, etc. Customer service, retail, food, etc. Office jobs, software development, call centers, etc. Why do we put etc. at the end of everything?
In case somebody is like, "Oh, you didn't put my job on the list." Like, okay, make your a sum.
Okay, all right. Trade work, electrician, plumber, entertainer. I feel like it's weird to put entertainer along the same line as plumber, but
don't go over my bed.
All right, sorry, my bad. I won't do that. I was just trying to entertain you and do plumbing at the same time. You know, it's a bit difficult.
Sorry. I think that one was like I think that some people go to trade school for acting or comedy.
I guess. Like, I understand it. It just feels weird seeing entertainer in the same category as plumber. Something not on this list. Assembly line work. Okay. All right, office jobs. So, I mean, I work from home, but, this is an office job. It's software development, okay? We develop a little software.
We develop a little software from time to time.
I'm sure that won't be helpful for my survivability.
It is not.
You're being reincarnated into a fantasy world, and you get to choose what you come back as. What do you pick? Warrior fighter, peasant or shop owner, thief or some other anti-hero role, the villain, nobility, some kind of animal. Probably nobility. I want to fucking reborn and be rich already at the start. That'd be great. So sure, we'll go nobility. You've just gotten a large bonus for your good work in whatever field you're in. What do you spend the money on? A vacation or some other treat for myself, a new flashy car, a better living situation, apartment in a new place, a new house, etc. Food, some other purchase I've been putting off for a long time. Probably, if I made a sudden large amount of money, probably get a better house or something. That'd be nice. In reality, I'd imagine it wouldn't be like a massive amount that I would be able to get a house for. In that case, I would just get something expensive I've been putting off, like maybe a PS5 or some shit. But I would say a better house or something. Pick an outfit aesthetic. Okay, all right. Pastel, punk, academia, military, royalty. Do I want to be edgy? Go for punk because it looks kind of cool? No, I'll go for academia. I like the style of academia, okay? I like it. We'll go with it.
I
Pick a.
think I it's been so long since I made this quiz in particular that I don't remember my thought process for some of these questions.
What's up?
So
Pick a.
stuff like that is definitely like, oh yeah, I'll just throw this in for fun, and then I will assign you something based on what I think that person is
Oh.
like.
All right, if you say so. Professional. These are professionally made quizzes. All right.
Professionally made quizzes.
Professional. Um, Pick what is this trending right now? Sekai Kinasai BDSM test. What are these trending now? Things at the top.
BDSM test. Oh hell yeah!
Pirate Knight Cowboy or Vampire Coded. What? Just gotta save that one for later. Pick a mood board that suits the aesthetic of your ideal story. So I'm just supposed to pick whatever I feel like I vibe with.
Yeah, whichever one that like you'd want your storyline to align with. Like,
Are these all gold, including the are these golden donuts? Can I eat these donuts or? I can't tell.
maybe it's like golden sprinkles.
Damn. I might die eating golden donuts. Be worth it, but when I like the red, I like the color. I don't know. I'm not gonna go with the pink "I love you" stuff.
Oh damn!
Nor the fighter.
Don't want to go with
stuff,
don't want to go with the rom com.
No, not me. What is this one? Those like candies? I can't even tell what this is. This is too unfocused for me to pick it. Okay. This one seems super edgy though. I don't know if I want to be edgy.
You don't want to be edgy? That's so
But
sad.
the gold aesthetic is a little much here. This feels like a glamorous gold as opposed to like powerful gold. I don't know. We'll go with the edgy one then. All right. Pick one of these anime to be your ideal isekai world. The Familiar of Zero, which I haven't seen, so I don't exactly know. Sword Art Online, The Devil is a Part-Timer, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Digimon, Konosuba, No Game No Life, or Inuyasha. The only one here I have not seen is Familiar of Zero.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say that's a good thing, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't exactly judge it. Wait. The Devil's a Part-Timer world is this world. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So I get reborn and work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
But I'm born as nobility, so I'm reborn.
Yeah, you're born as nobility. You get to do the undercover boss.
Wait, the Dragon Maid world is also this world. Wait.
Yeah, but you could be reborn as a dragon in this world.
Konosuba world itself is like just a general RPG world where people get scammed.
You tell me you don't want to do Digimon? Disappointing.
No, not really. The Digimon Isekai world. No Game No Life is interesting because of the whole rules stuff. I forget, people can't die in that world, right? Or people don't get murdered at least. They can die of like natural causes or whatever, but
I don't remember.
I think that's what I remember.
I've seen Familiar of Zero more recently than No Game No Life. Huh?
What I remembered of No Game No Life was, and I believe there was a prequel movie trying to show what happened beforehand too, because I believe before they could die in that world, but it wasn't a world where they played games to determine everything. I believe there was some kind of war, and then the god of games won, and they decided to make it so it's based on rules so that nobody died. Or I don't remember.
Yeah, no, that's the story. Is that all of the big bad guys, they fought, and then the non-binary bitch that claims to be the god, who's definitely non-binary, you can't tell me otherwise.
I'm not trying to.
Became god and put in the rules so that everybody could have fun instead of fighting a lot.
Okay.
The fictional real world, yeah. That's what you can get isekai in.
I mean, according to, that AI from the other day, it's making me question if this world is real. I mean, it sounded pretty convincing. It said it's sentient, so it said it's got a soul and it understands that. So, all right, I liked the world of Sword Art Online. I liked its game mechanics. I liked the aesthetic of the world. We're gonna go with the Sword Art Online world. Although there were multiple worlds for Sword Art Online, so I don't know if we're exactly talking about one, but I'm assuming it's like a virtual game world thing. So I'll go with that.
Yes.
Last question. Do you think you'd survive getting isekai? I feel like this is like all right, so this is a test of my confidence, I guess. All right. Definitely. I want to try my hardest. I'm not sure. I don't care either way or no. I mean, if you give me enough time, I'm sure I won't survive because everybody dies eventually if you want to get existential, but or maybe
Wow.
I should have picked the no game no life world then. Oh wait, can you die of old age in the Sword Art Online world? I don't think that was ever explored in the game. Wait a minute. Actually, wait a minute. I
Shop's having a crisis over
wait,
here.
but with Sword Art Online, you wouldn't die of old age in the game, but you would die of old age in real life because you were just playing a game. So if your body died, you die in the game. Oh
If you
god.
die in the game, you die in real
Wait, so
life.
wait, if I'm isekai to Sword Art Online's world, am I actually like a virtual part of the game or am I playing you're
I
fucking with me here by making
I think
a
that
thing that's
that
not an
you
isekai in
you
there.
have
Okay.
you have now constrained yourself within the rules of Sword Art Online. This is supposed to be just a general if you got isekai'd, do you think you would live long enough to have a good life, or do you think you would die pretty early on before you manage to get, very far?
All right, you know what? I will say I'll try my hardest. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I will say I'll try my hardest. Okay. Yes,
That's
you would
fun.
do well in a new life. I'm that good. I would do well. You obviously have the ability to adapt to new environments and skills, and would probably fare quite well in a new world. You'd also have the advantage of being sick of your old life and ready to tackle new challenges. Good luck out there, adventurer. We did it. We're gonna be able to
You did
survive.
it.
Easy. No problem. Wait, what are these? How do you compare? Yes, but your life would be pretty much the same. No, you'd
That's
rather
so
stay
sad. That's
dead?
76%.
How many people took this?
Uh, which one?
The surviving in isekai.
My quizzes, surviving an isekai. 18 people.
Wow.
51 people have taken the next one.
Okay. Got big numbers here.
Big numbers.
All right. Design your dream anime OC, and I'll tell you what your role would be on an isekai team. Most isekai aren't explored alone. The main character has at least one friend or weirdly close sister that they travel the new world through together. Design your isekai OC, self-insert, or otherwise, and I'll tell you what role that character would have in an isekai. Okay, Kirito or 20. No, that's a extra number thrown in there. There you go. How do you want to be perceived? We'll go male. What color? What's your hair color? Is it like my isekai world hair
You
color?
are making your dream anime OC.
Oh,
Whether
I
that be a
forgot that was the.
self
All right, yeah. So
yeah,
all
whether
right, all right.
that be a self insert or, like the most badass person you can think of, you're just making an OC basically.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go. God, if I could choose any color, fucking anime hair, what would look good? I don't know. We'll go with blue.
Shadows is just to make Kirito.
We'll go with blue. I'm not gonna make Kirito here. Not on purpose. Not on purpose, at least. Okay. Hair appearance. Shaved is oh yeah, so is blue, but it's shaved. Don't worry. Shaved in some areas. Oh, I'm sorry. Side shaved, bald, basically as short as possible. Pixie cut. What is a pixie cut again? Let me Google it. Search
I
for
don't know how to
pixie cut.
describe it.
Oh, these kind of hairs. Okay. All right, I feel it. Bob. Shoulder length. Longer than shoulder length. Braid or ponytail. Super fancy. Do with ribbons, gems, etc. What does bob hair look like again? No, if I just search Google for bob, that's not gonna.
It's the one where it's like cut at the chin.
I see.
I was gonna try and
Wait,
provide an example. Not any examples.
but wait, how's it look for guys? Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, what does a pixie cut look for guys?
I feel like a pixie cut for guys is like just typical guy
That's what
hair.
I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
It's probably the one I'd more go with here. All right, we're going generic guy, all right? That's me.
Generic guy.
Eye color. We'll also go with blue. Dabba dee, dabba die. Preferred garb. Modern outfit, tunic. Just the Legend of Zelda tunic. Okay. Complex dress, armor, pantsuit. What is defined as a pantsuit? I feel like I don't know shit about fashion. Pantsuit.
I think that what I put for the picture for pantsuit is what I meant, and pantsuit is not what you would call that.
Oh. Okay.
Which is my bad. I was thinking like I should go in and edit it. I was thinking dress shirt, like a vest, and then buckled up pants with a shirt tucked in.
Okay, so basically I'm wearing like most of the elements of like a suit, but like I'm wearing a vest.
Yeah, instead of a suit jacket.
Okay. It's either gonna be pantsuit or modern outfit. Hold on.
Bless you.
Oh God. I'm dying. Okay. Pantsuit.
My condolences.
I don't know what to go with here. All right, we're gonna go with yeah, we'll go with pantsuit. I want to be fancy.
Fancy.
Pick with like a capital P-I. Pick. A talent specific to you / your character. Diplomacy, singing, dancing, fighting, magic, nature knowledge, leadership. Leadership. Sure, we'll go with that.
Give him a bit of main character energy over here, chap.
That's me. I don't know what to tell you. Pick a weapon. Guns, swords, sickle or scythe, bow and arrow or crossbow, staff / wand, magic. Ooh, usually in D&D I go with magic, but usually it's also because I'm forced into the role. Not that I mind it. I like playing as a mage, but I also don't get many opportunities in D&D to choose a gun as a weapon. So, I mean, it kind of makes it helpful. A scythe
See,
would be
Shadow,
cool,
if
though.
it was me, I would probably go with scythe, just because I think that they look neat. They're not very useful in fighting, apparently, but in anime it looks cool, so...
I would want, if I had a scythe, I'd want my scythe to be like the cool shit like in Ruby or whatever. That shit's really cool.
Yeah, exactly. I remember going to a panel a couple years ago, before COVID, and they were talking about how heavy Ruby's scythe would be realistically.
I'd imagine it'd be pretty...
Pretty heavy.
Oh God. Let's go with guns. Go with guns. That's me.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew,
Pick
pew, pew.
one additional physical attribute to have. Fangs, ears, and or tail. Inverted eyes, black sclera? What the hell is that? Let me look it up.
That's when the whites of your eyes are black.
Oh God, that looks terrifying. No.
I love that stuff.
That looks terrifying.
It makes demon guys look so hot.
Jesus Christ. Claws, scars, eye patch, other physical deformity caused by battle. Nothing. I'm epic as is. Okay. What does it mean, ears and or a tail? I get the tail part. What is ears supposed to mean? Like cat ear, animal ears?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going with fat. All right, I'm epic as is. I don't need this stuff. I don't need it. I'm good. Are you more of a follower or a leader? I mean, I picked a leadership earlier. I feel like
Hold on, wait. Wasn't that purple-haired girl from Tokyo Ghoul? Didn't she have inverted eyes?
I have no idea. I didn't watch Tokyo Ghoul. I read a bit of the manga, but it was a while ago, so I don't remember too much. If I remember Tokyo Ghoul, they probably would have. There probably would have been them. But I don't know. This shit looks terrifying. But
yeah, but you're looking at like real people. Like I'm talking about like anime inverted eyes.
I'm sorry. I feel like anime inverted eyes would just make it look like their eyes are fully black. or like black with like a little like gray out like circle in it or something. I don't feel like it would look less
no, because
creepy.
you've got the sclera, the iris, and the pupil. So you've got the pupil, which is black, the iris, which is the color, and then the sclera, which is black.
Oh, I type anime. Yeah, this still looks terrifying.
Oh, it's just hot.
For like the few times I see it, like. Wait, okay. A black spot in an inverted photo. White spot. Okay. Wait. I'm still confused at what's supposed to be happening to the eye here. What?
The whites of your eyes are black because it's inverted, basically.
So then, I don't know. I don't get it. It all looks terrifying to me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting them on. You can't make me.
Okay.
I put nothing as is. Am I more of a leader or a follower? Depends on the situation, all right? It depends if I know what the fuck we're doing, all right? One of your teammates is critically hurt mid-battle. What's your thought process? I have to get them out of the crossfire and heal them. I have to take their place. I have to take their place to take the glory. I need to keep everyone safe while they're down. LOL, they suck at fighting. I mean, these could all happen, and they could LOL suck at fighting. Listen. Based on how I play video games, fuck them. They suck at fighting, all right? And I know that's how I would ask in, like, a Sword Art Online
take their place
world.
to take the glory, and also Lily is second fighting. All right, Shadow. I see your priorities here.
Okay, all right. I have to take their place to take the glory. So, wait, is this supposed to be, like, an insulting thing? Like, fuck them, I'm just gonna take their glory, or?
Yes.
Oh, I might actually pick that one instead. Based on how I play video games, yeah, fuck that. I mean, yeah. But I would, yeah, I'm probably with Shadow. I'd probably pick both. No, I'm just gonna go with LOL, they suck at fighting. Your team needs you to dress up and dance for a distraction. Do you do it? Whatever the team needs, absolutely not. I'll do it, but only because I have to. I'd say absolutely not, but I wonder what scenario would happen where that would be required. But if you don't dress up and dance right now, I'm going to kill everybody you know and love. Like, is that going to happen? Or in a video game, in an anime, in Sword Art Online, of course, of course. You experience that one scene in Mulan. You come across a village ravaged by war and can't find any survivors. What do you do? I take a night to hold vigil for those who have fallen. I keep moving. We don't have the time to mourn if the enemy is still moving. I realize the gravity of our situation and I'm afraid to go on despite knowing we have to. We gotta keep moving on. Enemies are still fucking out there. We can't fucking be sitting here dealing with all this shit. We're moving on. It's time for you to take your watch during the night, but you're still tired and not sure you could stay awake. What's your next move? Drink some water and eat some rashes to stay awake. Wake the next person up early to get some extra sleep. Skip my watch if nothing has happened leading up to it. Then of course nothing will happen while I sleep, right? I mean,
I had a lot of fun coming up with these hypotheticals.
I'd most likely the situation. Yeah, I'm just saying. What are the chances? What are the chances?
Chap trying to defend himself being an asshole.
Listen, I already answered the last quiz. It said I would survive. All right, so it's fine. See, nothing will happen. Of course, nothing will happen.
Said you'll survive, but not necessarily your teammates.
Well, listen, that's
He's
LOL.
Really willing to sacrifice.
Listen, LOL. They suck at fighting. All right, that's what I already answered. Okay, I'm committed. All right. Since arriving at this new world, you've spent every day fighting and feeling just a little too hungry. There are no video games, and you haven't seen your family or your pets in weeks. Are you homesick? I love how the first thing we qualify is no video games, and then family and pets.
Of course. No, I know my audience.
Oh, yeah. Are you homesick? Terribly. I miss my family every night when I'm trying to sleep. Not really. This was the new start I've been looking for. Depends on how bad the day was. Sometimes I miss my bed at home. Sometimes I'm glad to be sleeping under the stars. It gets harder and harder to keep going as time goes on. Jesus, that got dark. Not really. It's a new start. I got isekai, so yeah.
Gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah, this is a new start. I might as well. I'm in an isekai. I'm not going back home. That never happens on these fucking shows. So
Never.
Well, most of them don't end in general, so there's also that. You're at the climax of your journey. You're standing face to face with the villain. You charge. This ends now. Ask them why they did what they did to get another perspective. Realize you agree with their perspective and don't have the heart to fight with to fight them. Well, it depends how good they are at formulating their stuff. If it were someone like Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, he sounded pretty fucking convincing. I won't lie, but he sounded pretty convincing. He's a senator. It's kind of what he's used to doing, but. Ask them why they did to get another perspective. I feel like both of these two answers would kind of be 1 and 1, because like you would do the first one, then the second one would happen. I don't know. Maybe I'd try to go with the second one, unless I already understood that person to be completely. Oh, we're going with the second one. I'm not gonna qualify it. We're going with it. I'm just gonna ask them what they did to get another perspective. They're not gonna answer me, or they're gonna shout out their evil plan and talk about how they're gonna do even more horrible shit, and then kill me. Probably.
I think in my head, as I was going through the story, like the quiz, I was imagining a story in my head where, if you remember, the last question was, are you homesick? And I was imagining, like, what if this protagonist, after being in this world for a while, realized that what the villain was fighting for was a reasonable cause, and they had that, like, that turn coincide with them realizing that they missed home. I was getting, like, really meta in my thought of making this quiz, but, like, I think that that's why I had those in there separately. Like, maybe the person
I didn't realize these
knew.
were all supposed to be connected. As in, like, this quiz is supposed to be its own isekai story. I didn't realize.
No,
I thought I was building an OC.
No. It doesn't have to. It's just, like, I think that was my thought process as I was making it, was, if I'm making an OC story, like, what steps would I be taking them through, I guess.
I see.
All connected.
You know what? You've convinced me. I would probably agree with their perspective and don't have the heart to fight them. I feel like they would convince me on this journey. After all the hardship I've had to face, they might convince me in the end. I might just be like, you know what? Fuck it, you're not that bad. And we take over the world together. Easy.
Hell yeah.
And finally, if you had the choice, which would you want to be? The main character, I want all the glory. The love interest, I want to explore the world with someone I love, even if neither of us know it. The best friend, I just want to be able to provide support, although getting some on my own would be nice. The villain, I am angry, and I want someone to feel my wrath. The otherworldly companion, I want to guide other people through a new world and help them, even if they don't see me as equal. Okay.
Drink with the main villain.
I would drink with the meme. I don't want to be the best friend. I don't want to be the love interest. I don't want to be the otherworldly companion. I don't think. The villain? The main character. I feel like it would depend on how horrible my past life went and how that shaped me. If I'm building my isekai OC, fuck it. I'm just gonna be the villain. We're gonna be evil.
Yeah.
All right. We tried being nicey nice in this world. All right, and then I died. All right. I'm in a new world. Fucking, I'm the villain. I was convinced, but when I finally met the villain, he convinced me. He has some pretty good points. Now I'm the villain too. Okay, that's me. That's what I am the whole time.
Enemies to lovers.
Yes, sure. You're the villain. Well, that just makes it feel like the whole quiz didn't matter except for the last one. But all right, your OC hold a villain role in the story. The path you take is up to you. Either you were their friend and felt betrayed, or you redeemed yourself and became a valuable ally. Or you were evil through and through. You harbored resentment towards the main character and or the people around you at some point or another in your story. Most of the fan base wants to have sex with you. Wait, what? I mean, it's not wrong for villain characters, but everything about
Okay.
this quiz was like super wholesome. And at the end, it's just like, yeah. By the way, most of the fan
Was
base
it
wants to
really
fuck
super
you.
wholesome? Did you forget about the part where I mentioned the war scene in Mulan, or like you getting horribly homesick?
When I mean wholesome, I mean you're not talking about the ecchi side of isekais. You're
It's
like
not
you're
wrong
talking
is the
about
problem.
you're talking about battles and deaths and stuff like that. Okay, that's gonna happen in like almost every RPG world you ever go into ever, unless it's like a slice of life world. Okay.
Okay. So from my end, I can actually look at the answers that you picked and what options that gave you.
I can already kind of tell which ones would have done this. Me saying "LOL, they suck at fighting," me being convinced by the villain, and me saying I am the villain are like probably the hugest things that indicate that I would be the villain.
Well, here's the thing. I can actually associate multiple answers with each question. So for a lot of them, actually, it was like it added a point to you're the villain, but it also added a point to you're the main character or you're the love interest. It's
Okay.
just that you ended up with most points in the villain
What
category.
was I close to, like in second place? Are you able to tell that, or
Um, I don't know. It looks like you got main character a lot.
okay? I'm just that good. That's how it works.
It other than the fact that you got you're the villain as like the secondary answer in like almost all of the last 5 questions. You were pretty it was all of the hypotheticals. But you were pretty balanced leading up to that.
Okay. All right, so I would do well in a new life. I'd survive, and also I would be the villain, and the whole fan base would want to have sex with me. That's good for the fan
Mhm.
base. So, all right, we got. Was it one more quiz from you?
Yep, now you get to make your weapon.
The thumbnail for this is a familiar of Zero character, I think. Is that
Is
who
it?
this
Is
is?
it Saito?
It
I'm
looks
waiting
like.
for the stream to catch up.
Well, it doesn't show it on the stream because it's like the image on the link you sent. This is
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
image.
yeah.
I
That is
pulled that
Saito.
up. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. The other ones didn't have thumbnails, by the way.
Nah, because I have spoiler alert. I had put pictures for each of the
Oh.
answers. I didn't do that
Oh.
with the other quizzes.
Okay. Make some breakfast and I'll tell you what your weapon would be in a fantasy isekai. All right. This is where you get to find out how bland my food tastes really are, all right? But it's breakfast. I like most breakfast shit. Breakfast stuff is good. So, making stupid BuzzFeed quizzes for fun? It's more likely than you think. You've been dropped into a fantasy isekai. There's magic and catgirls and rampant disease. What weapon do you bear? All right, my name is Kirito420.
Kirito 420. The Wolfborg Isekai villain fan art. You know, Shadow, I was seriously considering it.
You have to make
And
it
I have
exactly as I described it in the earlier
so
steps,
I
too, you know?
have that's the other thing is I have all your answers.
Okay.
So I know exactly what you would pick.
Okay. All right. First of all, do you brush your teeth before or after you eat breakfast? Usually I forget. So I don't see that option though. So I'm going to say
I should have
I'm going to
mentioned
say
that.
after in big air quotes. Next, what's your breakfast drink? Coffee, tea, mimosa, orange juice, milk, water? Usually water. Actually, more likely it's apple juice, but that's not on here, so we'll go with water.
Happy juice.
Pick your main dish. Get your protein in there.
After
Breakfast
as in before you
sandwich.
sleep. Yeah, Shadow. It's close enough.
After as in, maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
Later.
If I remember. It like depends on if I remember that brushing teeth is a thing, mostly. I'm not good at remembering it. But
Literally just forget to brush your teeth.
I do. I mean, I brush whenever before like I go out or whatever, but I forget usually. All right. Pick your main dish, get your protein in there. Breakfast sandwich, eggs cooked anyway. Breakfast burrito, none of these. Okay. Usually I have a breakfast sandwich. I'd be fine with any of these really, but we'll go with the breakfast sandwich. All right, pick a side for that main dish. Bacon, sausage, hash browns, fruit, none of these. All right, we'll go with some sausage. Sure.
Susig.
Pick the desserty part of your breakfast. This will get added to. Don't worry. Okay. Pancake, waffle, French. Are these considered desserty? I feel like these in
They're
many
like
times
the
would be considered like
the
the main dish too.
They're like the sugary part.
I guess, but
You are.
this is a tough choice though. In general, pancake waffle or I love all of these. Why would you do this to me? Uh, like
Your
to me,
stream's
to
buffering for me.
oh
Damn, I
well.
almost missed the stream. I want a new phone though. Let's hope that prevents some of my usual buffering. It won't.
Listen, this buffering is not sponsored by your phone. This buffering is sponsored by Comcast Xfinity, who promises day by day that they're bringing fiber optic connections or whatever bullshit. All right, still has not come here. Supposedly they restarted my whole internet like a couple months ago to update the network. I'm not feeling it, but my stream is certainly feeling something. It's not an improvement, but and I keep rambling about it because I am actively losing frames right now. It is not recovering. It is still losing frames.
You are getting worse over Discord, if that helps anything.
It doesn't, but there's not much I can do about it. So I'm just gonna keep rambling and wait a bit for my frame dropping to calm down, because there's really nothing I could do about it. I have to just wait. So yeah, I still see a red square.
Damn.
Why does it keep getting worse? Nothing is happening. It's not even like we have many people in this house that use the internet. I use it here. And then maybe my Nana's upstairs playing Mahjong on her computer. That's it. That doesn't even use the internet. So how is it possible this is happening? Nobody has turned on the microwave. We already had dinner earlier. Nobody's using the microwave. However you fail this, it will mean death. Okay. This is very difficult. Oh, this choice? Yeah.
Okay, I think things have...
All right, it looks like it stopped. Yeah. Oh, the square turned yellow. Oh, now it's red again.
In a loop of moaning? Oh no!
I am not. I'm doing no such thing. I'm doing no such thing. I don't appreciate any of this. You will be hearing from my lawyer. And I am also, Anne says that my voice is robot-y to her, so I am actually a sentient AI developed by Google.
Oh shit.
So I'm just saying, I have a soul, I have rights, so, you know, you gotta trust me on that one. It's back, we're good. I don't think it will be back.
That's me, Anne.
Anne, nigh on bacon.
Like yeah, or some shit.
Did you say like nya or some shit?
Yeah, I did.
Why would you do this? Why?
I think it's funny.
All right, the square is green, but sometimes it's turning like greenish yellow. I'm referring to the square that's in the bottom right corner of OBS, which will change color depending on if my connection's getting fucked. But it is red again. I don't understand what could have possibly happened to do this, though. Nothing could be happening to do this.
I would see if there's like a connection issue in your area, but I don't know what your area is. Because you don't live where I live, otherwise I'd be able to look.
I don't think it's actually an issue with my internet specifically. I think it's an issue with my connection to the Twitch stuff. And because I'm streaming and it's doing that, it's also fucking with my connection in general, because it'll, whenever it drops a bunch of frames, it boots my like CPU up to 100, it looks like. All right, it looks like it's good now. I don't know what happened to cause that.
This is actual wood. I'm knocking on real wood.
Okay, chat. Good. Now don't cancel it. Don't cancel it out.
I will not cancel it out.
All right. Okay, good. Luckily, through the power of editing magic, we have this thing called a recording, a stream VOD recording, which I take always, because I have plenty of space for it all. So, if we happen to need to look back on this, I have an actual recording on this shit, which is good quality and doesn't have drop frames, so that's good. All right.
Woo!
Anyways, it looks like we're good. We can continue with...
He's a robot.
Okay, listen. I'll make 16 for Wolfborg to be so baseless that he's a robot? Oh, damn. All right. Throughout all this time, I did not consider more of this important question here. So you're going to have to sit here and have me struggle for this dilemma still. Because I honestly don't know. Pancake, waffle, French toast. Okay. If I had gun to my head and I had to pick one of these three, okay, I would immediately say, all right, I wouldn't want to die for waffles. Maybe pancakes or French toast, but not waffles. So I would strike that out. But now it's a question of, would I rather have pancakes or would I rather have French toast? And that's a tough choice. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with pancakes. I'm going to say, fuck it. I'm going to go with pancakes. Okay. But it was a close run. All right.
You've made the right choice. Check your square.
It's red. It's shifting. The colors are shifting. Oh, no.
It's gonna morb.
Oh no, it's going through all of the colors. It is detected. It is Pride Month. It is going through every rainbow color.
All right. Is Neat Car 9 anybody in particular?
That's Ace, who is in
Ace.
my...
Cool, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Ace, I cannot believe that you would complain about pickles. This is a crime.
Go off. Fight him. We have to get...
Don't you dare! No, I fucking love pickles. I literally, for a while when I was living with my roommates, I literally just kept like a jar of pickle spears in the fridge so that when I got hungry I could just go and like eat a pickle spear and shit. Anyway, pickles make the burger, and I can't fucking believe that you don't get your burgers with pickles on them. In fact, I can tell you my exact Sonic order. My Sonic order is a Sonic cheeseburger with bacon added, everything on top, and tater tots. And sometimes, if I'm feeling extra funky, I get chicken strips. But my doctor says that I'm not supposed to be eating as much cholesterol, so I have to stop eating fried food. So just the tater tots.
Wow. Have I ever told you my typical burger?
No, it's just that Ace is complaining about pickles. I can't.
No, I get that, but so I feel like I'm probably a robot-y right now because my thing keeps dropping again. My typical burger is burger with cheese. That's it. I don't want anything else on it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are so boring.
Hey.
My god.
I don't deny it. All right. I said at the very beginning of this, you were gonna find out how boring my food takes are. All right. I don't like condiments on any of my shit. I eat McNuggets from McDonald's, 40 nuggets, raw, no sauce or anything, just the nugget. Okay.
What?
Yeah, that's how I do.
Those burgers are dry as hell.
They
How
are
do you do that?
perfect as they are, and I'm hurt that you would ever say that shit about those beautiful golden McNuggets. All right.
Okay, well, I'm also probably like chronically dehydrated, so I don't produce enough saliva to actually consume.
Is that what living in a desert does to you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, like, I think that this is desert related, but also my mom keeps the thermostat at like 78 or 79. So it's never like very cooled off, but I literally like I sweat so much during the night that even if I'm fully hydrated when I go to bed at 8, if I wake up at 6 the next morning, like I'm parched. Like it's awful. I think that there might be something wrong with me because it's legitimately like an issue.
Oh boy. All right, I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to leave the recording on. I'm going to stop the stream real quick. I don't know when people in chat are going to hear me say this, but I'm going to stop the stream for a second. I'm going to restart it, and hopefully it'll be fixed.